Okay, opening kickoff at Fred T. Ergood Field at North Warren, and North Warren return man Kevin Conlon fields the kick and then takes off for this terrific return to the Bernards 36, and North Warren is in business right off the bat against the Mountaineers. Then watch North Warren quarterback Tim Lures find Kyle Driscoll on the sideline for this nice hookup, and then add on penalty yardage due to a roughing the passer call, and the Pats are deep in Bernards territory. And the Pats cap their opening series with a touchdown here as Nolan Driley rumbles in from 8 yards out, and North Warren takes a 7-0 lead just about a minute and a half into the game. All right, Bernards wasted no time in answering the Pats score. Watch this nice 64-yard pass and run from Bernards quarterback John Paul McDonald to Charles Edwards, as Edwards makes the nice grab and outruns the North Warren defense for 6. After the PAT, we're all knotted at 7 with 3:17 left in the quarter. North Warren's defense turned in a strong effort all night. Watch as John Paul McDonald fumbles the ball once, recovers, and then he fumbles again as John Davalos recovers for North Warren. The Pats try to break the tie here with a 25-yard field goal, but holder Tim Lures takes off and almost makes it to the end zone before being knocked down at the 5, and the Pats turn the ball over on downs. All right, second quarter action, and North Warren's on the move again. Watch Ethan Ivey bull his way through for 21 yards before being dragged down from behind at the Bernards 4. And the Pats reward the big guy here as he blows right through from a yard out to cap a 54-yard drive, and Ryan McCarthy's second PAT of the game makes it 14-7 North Warren with 9:45 left in the first half. Okay, Bernards tries to mount a comeback. Watch John Davalos of North Warren, though. He sniffs out this screen pass for a 3-yard loss, forcing another Mountaineers punt. But on its next possession, Bernards gets another big play here. Watch Bernards quarterback John Paul McDonald take off, break several tackles, and then race all the way into the end zone for a nifty 58-yard score, and it's 14-13 North Warren. The Mountaineers try to tie it up here, but Patrick Sheehy busts through the line for North Warren and blocks the PAT attempt, and we go into halftime with North Warren clinging to a 1-point lead, 14-13. All right, third quarter we go and watch the North Warren defense go full throttle as Nolan Robertson makes another big hit here for the Pats as they stifle another Bernards drive. Okay, after a great Nolan Driley punt pins Bernards deep in its own territory, watch Kyle Driscoll break through from his defensive end slot as he drops John Paul McDonald for the safety, and North Warren increases its lead to 16-13 with just over a minute left in the third quarter. The Pats get the ball back on the ensuing free kick, and watch Nick Davalos take off as he breaks free up the middle, and he's on his way, but watch the great closing speed here by John Mataluna as he drags down Davalos at the 5. What a great play on both ends. And then on the last play of the third quarter, Ethan Ivey scores from 5 yards out for his second score of the night, and it's 22-13 North Warren. The Pats then opt to go for 2, and Ivey comes through again as he plows his way in for the 2-point conversion, and North Warren takes a 24-13 lead into the fourth quarter. And North Warren's defense protects that lead here as Nick Davalos makes the pick in the end zone, as Ethan Ivey would add another touchdown later in the quarter, and North Warren races to a 31-13 Mid-State 39 victory as they improve to 2-0.
We had a rough first half, as you can see. It was 14-13. I mean, we weren't on our game. Coach has gone on the second half. We really played well. It was a big win for us. But we got to forget it tomorrow. We got to win the next game.
We came out a little slow, but I don't know, we just had to pick up the energy. I think we had it in our heads a little too much. But they came out like we did last week. So we regrouped during halftime and came out on fire. And first series we shut them down, and that's what we kept doing.
They came out more fired up in the first half. We played kind of sloppy, but we came out in the second half, kept our poise.
First half we came out soft, and we really didn't play our game, and we still had the lead 14-13 going into halftime. But second half we came out stronger because we wanted to win the game. We think we didn't play our game the first half, so we came out and we just got the best of them and got the lead up, and I'm feeling good about it, and I'm just looking for Governor Livingston next. So
I was excited. It feels good to be 2-0. I don't know how many times we've been 2-0 in school history here, but we certainly got away from a sluggish start there. We came out strong, and we let them stay in the game. And we talked about this all week with the guys. They were able to do that against Pingree last year as we scouted them and watched the tapes. They were down 13-0 early to Pingree, and they came back. To their credit, they're a team that keeps fighting. We knew they had some athleticism, and they're capable of that big play, which you saw tonight on third down and long, and then they hit another one with a quarterback option. We had some assignment breakdowns, and we got to clear some of that up, but I think we're going to be an okay, pretty good football team.
North Warren's offense is all about pounding it out, and Ethan Ivey had a huge game with well over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I'm just on one game, the offensive line, it's pretty much them. I mean, I'm just running the ball, but, it was a good team effort tonight. We really pulled through.
Ethan's our grinder. We're more the ground and pound style, and that plays with our defensive mentality for the most part. Tonight we did give up the big plays, but we got to fine-tune that and eliminate that. But we want to just stay 4 or 5 yards a pop, 3 or 4 yards. And at times we had some penalties, so we hurt ourselves or some botched snaps. And we got to get back to our style of football and wearing opponents down. And in the fourth quarter, grinding our big back, and he's going to eventually break one. And we just got to stay the course. And that's what we preach to the guys: hold your blocks that half second longer, and we're going to wear down our opponent.
Ivey was only able to do that because of the work of his offensive line.
I'm so confident in my offensive line. That's the way I run. The reason why I had a big game tonight was because of my offensive line. I love those guys. We're a family.
We went in at halftime, and like I said, it was sloppy, and we could have pulled out the chalkboard and went over the X's and O's, but we figured that's not it. It's inside. It's on the inside, and we just pulled it together.
North Warren came up with 2 big defensive stops when it needed it. One of them was a huge safety by Kyle Driscoll.
Safety was, I was at crash end, and I remember the call. It was an option call, and I remember what the call was for offense, and I knew it was an option, and I guess no one really blocked me, so I went hard at the quarterback, because my job is to hit the quarterback first on the option. So he ran right into me. I threw him back in the end zone, and that was a safety.
It was a big turning point in the game. After that, we kept scoring unanswered. It was just a turning point of the game right there.
It was huge. We were down here and we had a penalty, so we were punting. Before you know it, we were 2nd and 4 inside the 25, almost in the red zone there. And then we had a few penalties where we actually ended up punting the ball. We got it down. Set it up was Nolan Driley, had a good punt inside the 3-yard line, and then we sent Kyle off the end position on a crash call, and he came up with that safety, and that really got us some momentum going. We were at times a little flat, a little sluggish, coming off the win. That's in the past, and we got to get the guys to move forward and take it 1 week at a time.
Burnens was trying to get back into this game, but Nick Davalos came up with a big interception in the end zone for the Pats.
I mean, they had trips out there, so I was reading 2 receivers, and I knew he was going to go to inside because they favored their number 29, and then he threw to number 8 all game. So I figured, when he released the ball, I just calf cramp or not, I jumped it.
North Warren was coming off a huge win over Warren Hills last week, and they were determined to prove that was no fluke.
It's very important. These guys were, like I said, fired up, and they knew that we beat Warren Hills, but they wanted part of it. They wanted part of us.
We need to come out. This is a game that we should have won, which we did. And we have to prove to people that we're not just lucky for winning the Warren Hills game. We have to prove to them that we're a strong team and we're looking for playoffs.
The guys were real pumped, real positive. The school was really behind us now. We got a lot of excitement in school and within the community. But these guys, they can't dwell on that. That's history. We won that one. We got to look forward to the next opponent. They want to come in here and spoil that, and they were coming off a big win themselves, and next week's opponent is going to be doing the same thing. So we just got to keep moving forward and take it 1 game at a time and keep these guys level-headed.
2-0 is rarefied air for North Warren football, but they're enjoying the moment.
North Warren football hasn't been 2-0 in a while, so it's really a good win for us.
It's pretty big for a team. I know we wanted it real bad. We practiced real hard all week, so it's just, I don't know.
Very big. It's we're going to make school history.